Hi, I'm Jessica Young, your bikini fitness trainer, and I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever heard the saying, I don't have time to work out, right? Did you know that exercise is one of 8 foundational pillars to optimal health? I know it can be a challenge to incorporate exercise into your daily regimen because maybe there's a lack of time, or maybe lack of motivation, or maybe even high expectations that you've set for yourself. The best way to counter this is to incorporate a change of perspective, and intrinsic motivation will also help you exercise. You know, I love how Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about the excuse, I don't have time to work out. He says, what are you talking about? The day has 24 hours, you sleep 6, there are 18 hours left. Wait a minute. I need actually 8 hours. And then he says, well then just sleep a little faster. Let's not get bogged down with this stuff. So this all boils down to having a strong enough goal to pull you in the right direction, because it's more effort if you have to push yourself, like I said many times, if there's no light at the end of the tunnel. So for working out, I always have a strong vision, a goal, a deadline, and that can be maybe a bikini competition or my 36th birthday pretty soon. On that note, I was training for a bikini competition at the end of May, the day before my birthday. Now I have officially decided that I'm not going to do the competition because I don't want to compromise my immune system with the coronavirus that's going on right now, and I would honestly rather not compete with a mask on. That's not a very pretty sight. But my workouts are still going strong. I'm still training. I still want to look my best for my 36th birthday because it's a deadline. And, having a deadline, having a goal keeps me motivated. It keeps me excited. Like, on this date, I want to look like this, and maybe that day I don't feel like working out that hard, or just kind of, it's okay, it's just, way off in the future or something. And then I have to just reset and go, wait a second, no, this is what I want to look like, this is what I want to feel like, and, these are the memories that I want to create. So you really need to create that kind of, set an event, set a date for yourself that you want to look your best, and make it happen. And it will happen magically. Magic. So when your body, your mind, and your soul are cared for holistically, you're going to be able to go after and achieve your goals with less resistance. You'll have more energy, you will feel better, you will just be more mentally strong, more, like, I got this, right? So as I mentioned earlier, there are 8 pillars of holistic health and wellness. There's environmental, financial, intellectual, social, spiritual, emotional, which is, life is an emotional roller coaster. So if you care for yourself first, so that way you can be in harmony with your lunar cycle, it really, really does make a difference. So if you care for your emotions, your body will cooperate with your fitness goals, whether you want to lose weight or gain muscle or feel a certain way. Like maybe you're working towards a goal of making your joints feel better. Every single day, if you work towards your goal, eventually you will start to move in that direction, even if you're not already. During one of the winters in San Francisco, when I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and teaching a class at 5 to maybe 5 to 10 people, it was a small group training session, I was rushing all the time, and I didn't have enough time to warm up my body and take care of myself first thing in the morning. I didn't really have a good morning routine set. Anyways, going back to the gym, when I wasn't taking good care of my body, when I was 18 or 19 years old, I think I mentioned in my previous post, I was involved in a rollerblading accident and injured my ankle. Fast forward about a decade, and my injury had kind of set in its way. If you've ever had a chiropractic adjustment, your first adjustment is usually the least pleasant. My ankle was kind of the same way. It was just stuck. As a dancer and athlete 24/7, basically, that did not really help me. It hurt my balance. It hurt. It really hurt. I just remember every single morning, the pain got to be so bad that I was actually taking Ayurvedic remedies, arnica pellets at nighttime. I was taking arnica pellets in the morning. Do not do this. And on top of that, I was rubbing a topical arnica on top of my foot to just really get the pain down, because it was so bad. It was really painful. I don't recommend being on any pain medicine, including arnica, even though it is holistic, having it inside your system before you work out, because it blocks the pain receptors and you could do more harm than good. Eventually, my foot just swelled, and it wasn't even the ankle, it was actually the arch of the foot that hurt the most. I was even using my kinesio tape, love that stuff also, KT tape, the best. Doesn't look very pretty, but it works for pain somewhat. At least it helped me move. So it wasn't until one of my friends suggested that I force my joints to move 10 times one direction and 10 times the other direction every single day, multiple times a day if I need to. It wasn't until then that I started doing it that my pain started going down very, very gradually at first, but it actually did go down. And now I don't need to live on arnica, so to speak. And I don't need to live on KT tape either. I love that stuff, but it's kind of more like a crutch. I feel that it's best to just not take any medicine at all and just really listen to your body, like I said in my previous post. If you listen to your body will tell you to cool it, or you can keep going and go a little bit harder. We do have a lot of intuitive wisdom, so our body does naturally tell us, yes, do this, don't do that. The seventh pillar is nutrition. So if you have a balanced diet, it really feeds your body and your mind. A few tips that I have for you: eat the rainbow. Eat the beautiful rainbow to get all of the micronutrients that you need. I would also recommend keeping an eye on your portion sizes if you want to lose or maintain weight, and eat whole grains and try to avoid refined grains at all costs. So for instance, pastas, right? Spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Love it. I mean, I grew up on that stuff. I grew up on donuts. I grew up on candy. Pasta. Pasta Alfredo. It's super, super refined. They take out all of the fiber. They add fiber, and that's why they say it's enriched with calcium. It's enriched with fiber. It's because they stripped it all out and then they added some back. Right? So it's super, super processed, and your body doesn't really recognize that as food, honestly. It's also full of sugar. And sugar, as you may well know, is an inflammatory, and if you have joint issues or previous injuries like me, like I was still eating sugar, hello, when my ankle was really hurting, it really made my joints swell. And that was also part of the cause of the pain. And the last pillar to optimal health we're going to take a deeper dive into is the physical part. So exercise, not just exercise, but regular activity, and also sleep, right? Sleep is physical. It's something that you're doing or not doing, I guess. You're doing. So a few tips that I have for you there: try to avoid screens 30 minutes before bedtime. I know this is hard. I really, really do. I'm guilty of this too. I lie down and I'm just like, okay, I'm bored, so I'm just gonna go look at my phone. And all of a sudden, like an hour passes and whoops, I gotta go to sleep. So try your best, like really commit to avoiding looking at any computer screens, the phone, tablets, even the Kindle. I know that it's better for your eyes, but still try to avoid looking at it. Also create a wind down routine. So this can be maybe dedicating the last 30 minutes before bed to stretching. I mean, in the daytime, maybe your lower back was kind of hurting, or maybe, just got a crick of the shoulder, or just your feet hurt or something. Any pain or discomfort that you feel is your body saying, hey, I need some attention, I need some TLC, right? Tender love and care before you go to bed and be like this for 8 hours or 6 hours, as Arnold Schwarzenegger says. I am doing the 6-hour thing right now, and it's awesome. Of course, I do need some midday naps too, sometimes. Also, try to block as much light and noise as you can. So maybe there are dogs howling outside of your window late at nighttime, like there was last night. There were so many dogs howling, and it's like, why are you guys howling? It's not a full moon. It's not a full moon. Not. I was not like that, but it's kind of like, all right, chill, just relax. Try to let your mind just woosha. Right? Do the yoga pose, savasana. I think I said that right. Anyway, savasana. Anyways, comment below and let me know how you pronounce it. I don't actually know how, I just know how it's spelled. And I do practice yoga, and I know that it's called savasana. So one of the top reasons that people work out is weight loss, and weight loss really is extrinsic. Now, if I don't know something, I look it up. So the definition of extrinsic, it's an adjective, is it's not part of the essential nature of someone or something, and it's coming from or operating from outside. What does that tell you? It tells you that it's not coming from within, right? It's just things being told to you. It's extrinsic, it's an external factor, and external factors won't feed the continual motivation or boost your mental energy to exercise. It won't last for very long. Really, when you work out, you need to change your perspective in order to make it a long-term success. And believe me, I know. The hardest part about getting started is getting started. Once you get going, it's easy to continue, but getting started, just that initial motivation, going against inertia. I mean, when you wake up first thing in the morning, if you don't have your ethics in and, working out, getting up is not part of your intrinsic motivation, then you just slap the snooze. Right? You hit the snooze and just kind of go back to bed. Just roll over. So on that note, I love how Arnold Schwarzenegger says, have a vision, think big, ignore the naysayers, work your butt off, and give back, right? So these bikini blog posts are my way of giving back to not just my local community, but to make the world a better place. I'm Jessica Young, your bikini fitness trainer. Thank you so much for watching. So I recommend exercising. Stay active to boost your immune system during this horrible virus outbreak. Maybe jumping jacks at home or bicep curls with your child. Maybe your little boy is like 20 pounds or something like that. That's a good 20-pound dumbbell, right? You just tell him, hey, son, hang on here, and just kind of boop, boop, just, right? Hang on to your little daughter here and kind of go like this. Maybe lie down on your back and go, "Hah!" So make sure to post your questions below, and I look forward to answering your questions. Need help picking the best exercises? New to working out? Check out my easy 90-day bikini body workout program at jessicayoungfit.com. I'm so thrilled to have you here, and I will see you each Friday for another Bikini Blog episode. Mwah!